Hey, everybody, and welcome to Paranormal Question of the Day Team Special Announcement. We're right back right after the intro. And we are back. So I hope everybody is having a wonderful Wednesday. And so today is going to be a very interesting day, a very landmark day for MGS Paranormal. And I can't wait to show everybody as to why that is. So it's kind of waiting for people to chime in if they can. And I'll spill the beans in a few seconds here. So there's a lot of people at work yet, I think. So, but anyhow, I'm just going to go for it. I'm not going to be the odd waiting as the, well, actually, here we go. And there's Nathaniel. How you doing, Nathaniel? So I got one person in chat here. And like I said, this is a day that I was hoping to happen, and it did. And like I said, this is a historic day for the MGS Paranormal. And I am going to bring my guests on. So here we go.
Hi, everybody.
And here we go. How y'all doing? And today we have two, not just one, but two new team members of MGS Paranormal.
Woohoo! Good to
And
be here with you guys.
not in fact, they're part of MGS Paranormal, but they're also what we call a new division of MGS Paranormal. We call it MGSI, which is MGSI Paranormal Illinois.
Awesome.
So I'm glad to have you guys aboard, and I'll have your name up here in the bottom here. So we have Scott and Amy Bingenheimer from Illinois.
Hi, everybody.
How you guys doing?
Awesome. How are you?
Doing good. Glad to have you aboard. Like I said, this is a landmark a day for MGS to spread our wings, so to speak, to a new state. And it's just an awesome thing. So I'll let you guys tell everybody who you are and what you all done in the past and so forth.
Great. Well, I'm Amy, and this is my husband, Scott.
Hi, everybody.
And we live in a suburb of Chicago, Montgomery, Illinois, which is by Aurora, Yorkville area. We became interested in the paranormal several years ago before the pandemic. We had the opportunity to investigate in Iowa mostly. Our first investigation was at a Masonic Lodge in the Quad Cities with Aaron G. Thompson and Nick Simons when they were part of Ghost Crier. We've been to Edinburgh Manor twice. That's like one of my personal favorite places.
Oh, yeah.
I always feel great when I go there, and there's always exciting things to find out there. We've been to the Mason House Inn in Iowa with Kelly McCarville and Traveler's Moon. And that was very special. A whole weekend there learning about intuition and the paranormal and psychic abilities. We've been to Dan Vinar Furniture, which is a former YMCA in Rock Island. And we've been to Renwick Mansion in Davenport, Mineral Springs in Alton, and that was with Kelly McCarville, and Coyote Chris was there. Our beloved Coyote Chris. So I got to meet him, I was very fortunate to be able to meet him. We've gone to Traveler's Moon psychic conventions and paranormal expos in the Quad Cities. And just recently, we met you at Spirits in the Spring at Broadhead Manor.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was wonderful.
Awesome.
So a lot of Iowa, some Illinois. We've done presentations at libraries about the paranormal. We've been to Joliet Prison. But now we're very excited to be part of the MGS family. We really appreciate it. Really
Yeah.
Absolutely. Go ahead,
We've
Scott.
probably done a lot of what a lot of people do is walk around cemeteries and go on cemeteries walks and stuff like that. And I think what was the one up in Iowa? We had some experience of hearing different sounds and wind chimes, and I had one incident with me and another lady. Both had the same feeling at the same time. We almost said it at the same time. We both thought we had a feeling a little girl with a stuffed rabbit was sitting on a bed in a room that we were sitting in the hallway outside of, and that was
I think it was Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where I heard some wind chimes at the end of the hallway, but there was no windows open and there was no wind, and it was relatively quiet. And went down to investigate, and we thought, oh, maybe it's coat hangers or something like that, but never found any metal coat hangers hanging up anywhere. So,
Wow, that's interesting.
so that's
Oh, sorry.
the only thing. Yeah.
No, that's cool. I mean, and catching stuff like that in cemeteries are a neat thing when you can. And sometimes we do walk in the cemetery if we just want to go for a walk. There's none. I think we did investigate just a little bit at the one here in town in Oshkosh, but we really don't do a whole lot with cemeteries. So that's just one of those things. Hey, Michelle. And
Hey, Michelle.
cemeteries, I like to try the Estes method type deal. And had Marsha try the Estes method there and get her started there. She's a lot better at it than I am. My ears are good for EVPs.
Okay. Yeah, we're very excited about bringing Illinois to you and any of the neighboring states. We've been very fortunate with learning a lot from Kelly McCarville and Cynthia at Raven Rose. They've really been very generous with their knowledge and their time with us. So we're very excited to keep on investigating and learn more with you.
Absolutely. And you've been, I was brought up the same way with those folks, and couldn't ask for anything better to learn the paranormal that way. To me is the right and natural way of learning about the paranormal. I mean, you got the shows. I like my Project Fear, I gotta say now. So that's one of my favorite shows. Just waiting for that to get going on YouTube. Ghost Hunters is another thing a show I appreciate, because they, to me, are more legit than any other show.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get something every time,
Right.
So what are the shows that you watch?
Well, we watch Ghost Hunters. I've watched Kindred Spirits. I'm excited to subscribe. Is it Paraflix?
Yes, Paraflix.
Yeah, I'm going to start subscribing to that and watch a bunch of shows. So
yeah, I like watching a lot of when they go to a lot of historic sites, because I like to learn the history and the stories in the back. And sometimes if they already know that there's certain spirits that are there that they're trying to get in touch with, it's kind of good to know that the history of it.
Right. Absolutely. Just want to say hi to Lori. Hang out with spirits. Yep. Every day she does.
It's
easier than, yeah, right.
I love that.
So Lori, for those of you who don't know, she's a curator of the Washura County Historical Museum, which I am the booker for. And Michelle is on our team on here. She is our psychic medium. And Nathaniel, he's our researcher, camera guy, investigator. So, and then Scott, he is also our researcher for Ed Gein, and he's got a lot of toys. So he's our kind of like our electronic guy and an investigator. So, and then there's my wife Marcia, that she just loves to do a little bit of everything, and you know, so
Great to meet you all.
Great to meet everybody.
Hello from Illinois.
Look forward to
absolutely
being up there and visit you guys in Wisconsin too.
Right.
right. So I did mention before, try to get things going. Like we got Cambry in July, and there's Cynthia.
Hey, Cynthia. Thank you.
Hey, Cynthia.
We're very excited. Thanks,
Absolutely.
Michelle.
And so I figured, well, let's have you have a starting point. And I was like, hey, how close are you guys to Broadhead? You're like, oh, we're a couple hours. So I'm like, all right, June 3rd. I'm sorry. I'll have you guys come up to Broadhead and join us at Broadhead.
Sounds
And
awesome.
yeah, Marcia brings her beer dip.
Yeah, we have a motto. We have a car, we'll travel.
Absolutely. So so I'll have you guys join us at Broadhead, and then you'll be making your way over to Cambry.
Cambry, right. That's
And
on our
then-
list too. Yep.
Yep. And then from there, we'll start looking at some places and, what works for you to come up to. And we'll look at stuff down in Illinois. There she goes. She said Ashmore, June 3rd. Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. That's on our list too.
Yep. So is mine. And that's a neat place. I've seen a lot of stuff about that.
And then Hinsdale House, we want to hit that, and Melvin Manor.
There's Dee Dee.
go there too.
Yes, Hinsdale. Oh, yes. Daniel Class. That's a nice place out there.
Yeah.
East Coast has got a lot of nice stuff. I mean, so Hinsdale's on your bucket list.
Mhm.
It's on ours.
Okay.
What else is on your bucket list?
Malvern Manor.
Been there. Great
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, your historical society house.
Absolutely.
Ashmore Estates.
Can't remember. There's some place down by Peoria that we learned about.
Okay.
I don't know much detail about some type of hospital, or it's a lot of places that in the 19th century where there's a lot of hospital and people traveling through that. I'll have to find the name of it eventually, but it's somewhere in the Peoria Pekin area.
Okay.
But
And then researching like local stories, like you had said, some tales and things like that, regional things.
Yeah, urban legends.
Urban legends, yes.
Yeah, I was actually gonna look for a list to send you a list of urban legends, because I think those are cool. I mean, it's good to go study them. It's good to see if we can debunk it, sort of way.
Yeah.
You know.
He'll be the debunker and the history guy.
yeah, I bought a book from Adam Benedict
Ah.
at the convention about monsters in print. It's
Okay.
just a bunch of news articles. So I'm gonna read through that and see if there's anything related to anything that might be paranormal, but it might not be. But I'll let you know after I get through it.
Okay. Cool. I mean, I got a book of legends for Wisconsin. I found that in Milwaukee, ironically, but
Cool.
That's awesome.
but and you guys go to Milwaukee a lot.
Oh, we love Milwaukee.
Yeah, we go to Milwaukee. Yeah, it's just like what's Broadview? It's like the convention. Milwaukee's like 2 hours away. We're like 2 hours away from everything. We're 2 hours away from the Quad Cities. We're 2 hours away from about everything we go to. So
Yeah,
Well, you're centrally located though.
yeah.
We hit up the Midwest a lot. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana. We'll go to Iowa a lot. So we
Indiana's
were able to stay in Illinois.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but this gives you a chance though now to really explore Illinois. That way you're kind of hooked to other stuff, and you could just go freely and go about your paranormal stuff. And like I said, we'll join when we can join together when it works out for everybody. And I'm excited to go down to Illinois and see some stuff that I have not been to. Juliet Prison is one of those places. Um,
Yeah.
and what else? Ashmore is another one. Indiana State Sanatorium is a
Right.
good place.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we could find something farther north. Like, I'm sure there's always something going on in, like, Elgin area or Rockford or somewhere that's closer to the Wisconsin border that would be a little bit shorter. I'm sure some of those towns have a lot of history.
Mhm.
And then we
And then
wanted more expos too.
yes, expos are always good because you meet a lot of different people, paranormal teams, speakers. Just like the Paracon we had here in Broadhead, which was really good. Like I said, you got to meet you guys and branch out and meet a whole bunch of other people that we don't normally get to see.
Right.
So
Right. That was that was wonderful. It was well put together.
absolutely.
Yeah,
And
I was really impressed by the amount of different groups that you guys had at the last event. That was really impressive.
yes, absolutely. And the other thing too, with the psychic and paranormal conferences, expos. Oh, sorry, expos. I know I'm gonna get hate for that one. I like to get to more of them. They're just a little hard sometimes with the way how scheduling is. And Cynthia knows that I've been there to a couple of them. I helped her with the last one I was at, and those are, like I said, you get a lot of neat stories from different people and experiences, and
Get to see all the equipment too.
right. I did mention to Marcia, and she and I did talk that we're probably going to get a table at next year's Spring in the Spirits in the Spring.
Oh, that's awesome.
So definitely come on up and be part of the table with that. We'll have Lori there, Michelle, Marcia, me, Anna, Nathaniel, Scott. So
That'd be great. We'll
hey,
definitely
TJ.
put that on the calendar.
So they're talking about May, like the third week in May.
Okay.
That's what you're talking about right now. So
we will put it on the calendar.
Yep, absolutely. And then other than that, I mean, like I said, welcome to the team. Glad to have you guys on from Illinois. So you guys I'll have to get some, like I said, we talked a couple days ago about getting t-shirts because Ethan was like, when am I going to get my t-shirt? And I'm like, oh boy. So it's like, well, we're going to have to find some good deals around. And so Lori sent me a couple of places and, get some ideas for t-shirts. And so then I'll have to get two for you guys and get them made up for Illinois, MGS Illinois. And, we'll go from there.
Yeah, we'll be all on it. We will bring you the best of Illinois and more.
Yeah, absolutely. Also feel free to, when you guys go out and about, if you say, hey, this is kind of cool, like, hey, if you want to throw a video on my page or on MGS Midwest School Seekers Facebook page, go right ahead. I think that'd be pretty cool, and just to kind of see different things, and that way people notice that, hey, they branched out, and get to see some different stuff.
Yeah, we will start that right away.
Absolutely. So, let's see here. That's about the time I was going to go for. We have to go see her mother and father soon. So, but anyhow, I thank you for being on the show today. And like I said, this is a milestone, a major announcement of adding Scott and Amy to the MGS Paranormal team for Illinois. And, like I said, I couldn't thank you enough for being on, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun, and we look forward to it, and we'll bring you some Chi-Town spooks.
Absolutely.
Yes, thanks for having us on.
Absolutely. And too, I mean, if you feel like, hey, you want to do a show or whatever, and say, hey, I want to do a show on a certain night, let me know. We can get that arranged for you too, as well, if you just want to talk about stuff.
That's
So
great. Yeah, and give us ideas if you want to see anything special in Illinois or the surrounding area. We're up for it.
yes, absolutely. Send them some messages. Not
Thanks,
bad ones though. Not bad ones.
thanks for letting us join you there, and look forward to it.
Absolutely. And he's a Cardinal fan, by the way. I'm a Brewer fan.
And I'm a Cubs fan.
But we all get
So
along.
this is a good triangle here.
That's a
I look at
competition.
it this way: whoever wins the division, if the rest of us don't make it, I always root for the Central to go as far as possible. But that might be just me.
Yeah. Well, usually when the Brewers are out of it, I kind of just stop watching.
That too.
I just turn on the paranormal stuff more.
There you go.
That's true. Yeah. It's football time, right?
See, now that's the other thing, that I don't even watch football.
No, hockey? You
Nothing.
a hockey guy? No.
Nope.
Basketball?
I do watch some basketball. I like watching college basketball.
Or you're more outdoors, like hunting and stuff?
That I don't do either.
Okay. I used to fish, but I haven't done that for a while either.
I like the peace and quietness of being in a canoe in a lake in a river or something like that. I've done boundary waters when I was a kid, and twice over we did it, and that was an experience up in
That's up in
Canada.
Michigan, right? Like
Way up in Canada.
Okay.
So
They
that
probably don't
was-
let you do canoe trips at night. It's like you do a paranormal trip down a river during the summer or something. That would be interesting.
yeah, that would be interesting
You
because
can
you,
during the day, but not at night.
you might find Bigfoot out there
Yeah, that's true.
We'll
or a
get
bear.
Or a bear. Yeah.
So,
That cougar's coming in the area now, so you gotta watch out for that too now.
and you also got Mothman coming in. That's in Chicago.
Oh, I love that
Mhm.
movie.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of interesting. Have you ever seen the Mothman sightings in Chicago or hear about it? Other people saying about it?
Heard about it, haven't not seen. No.
No. Yeah.
I have to learn more about that.
Yeah, they just within the last, I want to say 5 years or so, they're saying he was moving up this way to moving north. So
Oh, exciting.
It's migratory.
yeah,
Perfect timing.
so I'll have to see what we can find, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we also like to go to steampunk conventions. We just started doing that. So we might be down in Missouri over Labor Day weekend.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and then we might be able to find some more paranormal things to look into while we're there.
Oh yeah, the Missouri State Penitentiary.
Yeah, with me and Hannibal, so maybe we'll find out some paranormal Mark Twain stuff.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. That'll be interesting.
We'll see a man walking around with white hair and a white suit in the middle of town, and we'll let you know.
Right.
Of course, there might be about a dozen of them. So
Probably so. That'd be funny though. So with that, I thank you guys for coming on tonight for the special announcement and major announcement, I should say. Once again, this is Scott Amy Bingenheimer from Illinois, and they are the division of MGS Paranormal Illinois. So
Thanks. We're glad to be part of the family. Look
thank
forward
you,
to
everybody.
it. Thank you.
Thanks, Darren.
absolutely. So with that, I see y'all soon, and I'll be on Friday with Jenny Davis. So long, everybody.
Take care.